Good morning, YouTube. Mike here from Flip Flop Fishing. We're out at Apache Lake today. I kind of have a plan for what I'm going to do. I've got some different stuff tied on, but what I wasn't expecting is the weather. It was supposed to be a bright sunny day and hot, but so far it's very overcast, it's very cool, it's dead calm. The water temperature is down, at least on the surface, down to 84. Wow, there is a huge bunch of fish right there. What do I have tied on today? Let me show you what I have tied on. So this is what I'm throwing right now, the big whopper plopper. I'm just going to throw it around this morning, see if I can get lucky with it. I don't usually fish topwater here at Apache, but there's some docks and some flats down at this end of the lake that I can give this a whirl on. And then I'll probably switch this to a crankbait later this afternoon. I've got a drop shot tied on. That worm has been through some things, probably caught 3 or 4 fish on it, but it's still kicking, so I've had to trim the top of it, but it's still working. I hope this is only for emergencies. I hope not to have to fish a drop shot today. The thing I should mention about Apache though, a drop shot here is the juice. It always works. Alright, this is something new tied on today, a Carolina rig. I have never fished for bass using a Carolina rig. I've fished it for trout plenty, but never for bass. And this Texas rig, 5/0 hook. Right now I've got a Rage Claw on there. Big difference today. I'm not at Burnt Corral like I usually am. I came all the way down to the Marina and launched at the wash next door. I've only fished down here once before. Caught a bunch of sunfish and yellow bass that day, like 30 of them. Well, that was a surprise, as the lure was almost all the way to the boat, and this one slammed it on the way up. So what this also means, more importantly, I mean, it's not a very big fish, but it means I didn't get skunked. So number 49 is in the books. 49th trip of the year, no skunks. Feisty little thing. It bit the claw off. Dang it. I'm gonna throw it out there anyways. That's the first action we've had all morning. We've already been out here a couple hours. That was a crazy bite. I wouldn't say he hammered it, but he wasn't soft on it either. But I'm not used to the bite on a Carolina rig, so it took a little bit for me to recognize it was actually a fish. Alright, we're catching all the small ones. Another small one. Thing is, I just put this worm on. I just switched colors from that ratty old green pumpkin one to this morning dawn, and this was the first cast with it. And it's been a minute since we've caught one. So maybe, just maybe, we're on to something. Another small one. Another small one. Don't jump. This one is putting up a fight. I hope it's hooked good, otherwise it is just pulling like crazy. Look at that. It's not hooked great. Alright, biggest fish of the day too. Nothing big at all, but the biggest one today. At least we're catching them. It's been slow. The thing is, with a day like this, it could all be redeemed with just one bite. Some days are like this, you're just grinding. Unfortunately, it's super hot out, so this worm's toast. So I don't know how much longer we're gonna last. I usually evaluate at noon, and we're about there. So it depends. I mean, the fishing just picked up. I've just caught a couple in relatively quick succession. If I'm onto something here and I pick up a couple more, that will re-energize me for sure. But I was dragging there for a little while. I've been out here almost 6 hours, and the fish catches has been very sporadic. Please ignore my kayak. It is a filthy mess. You probably didn't notice until I just pointed it out. I just caught 3 in a row off this general bank. Another small one. All right. Boy, this worm's held up pretty good. It seems like the only time they get wasted is when the line gets wrapped around them. This basically clones all half to 1 pounders. I couldn't get the hook set. He kept swimming towards me. He's gonna jump. Changed his mind. Nothing but little ones. I mean, I can't complain. They're fun to catch. They got a lot of good jumps in today. But I mean, I would have thought we'd get at least one really good sized one by now. Another small one. It's back to back though. Oh, he like flip rolled and took off. Another bass boat. gotta say, these 5150s, which is what this worm is, curly tail, morning dawn I believe, they hold up pretty well. I think I got a fish on. I do. I think I was pulling that fish for a good 10 feet. It felt like something the whole time. It felt like I snagged a weed or something. And finally I was just like, I'm going to set the hook, see what happens. Well, the worms hold up good when they don't get shooken off. I didn't see where that one went. Come on, dude. You're making a mess. All right. Well, this is the last 5150 I have. That was back to back to back casts. That was my last worm fish. Well, my last 5150. Yep. Excuse me. Alright, we have the high class problem of being out of bait because we caught so many fish. Went through a whole pack of 5150s and now the jet skis have come out. Oh, that one almost jumped into the boat. I could not get a hook set on that one either. The rod slipped right out of my hand. My fingers are still all greasy from the worm oil. That one almost jumped in the boat. That would have been funny.